Welcome, people.
Welcome to Fifi News. Fifi Island is a little archipelago in the south of Thailand, and the only way to arrive there is by seaway. Although the country is Thailand, the majority of the population that lives in the region have been told an English is not very fluid, and sometimes with a pronunciation a bit complicated to understand. This because the big quantity of tourists that every day are arriving to the island. An interesting fact is that in their informal language, all sentences are finished with a formula that differentiates genders. Kapap or kap is the ending when the interlocutor is male, and ka is used by women. Fifi has 7 kilometers long and a population of 2,500 people. However, just 1 kilometer of the area is the most populated. This area has a lot of hotels, restaurants and malls, and is also traveled by tourists on foot in just 1 hour. In this island doesn't circulate cars. People have moved by bicycles since long time. The last years, excursions have been being the most common activities to dive in and explore. There are also excursions to nearby island. To the west, on the mountain, it's the viewpoint from which the tourists always have been seen from the height, the beach Lola Dalum, and the whole population, as well as the cliffs and surrounding rocky mountains. The island has had a frenetic life, which makes it particularly attractive for young people. All these activities have been supervised by different people that live in the island, and they always are warning to the tourists behavioral rules and awareness of the landscape of this island. Now we will have an invited expert in tourism. She will tell us about some positive aspects of tourism in the island. Come on, Dana.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning. How
It's
are
a
you?
pleasure. Fine, thanks.
Due to the fact that more and more tourists have started visiting Koh Phi Phi, people have taken this as an opportunity to make money and help their families sustain. They have started investing in business as extreme activities and places to relax as an spa. How you can see, Thailand make a lot of their revenue through tourism, more specifically the 7% of the GDP, where it's probably the only good thing that came through tourism. Besides economy, in social ambits in Koh Phi Phi has increased business. More jobs have been started to be offered, such as restaurants, boating adventures, and more. Accordingly to tourism, Koh Phi Phi has a plural language because so many tourists arrive to this island from many countries and parts of the world. For this reason, it's positive to have so much.
An inhabitant of the island that will tell us about some negative aspects of the island. Come on, David.
Hi, people.
Hi, how are you?
Fine. Good afternoon. I live on the island for 22 years and I'm here because I want people to generate awareness of the negative aspects that mass tourism brings on our island. First, I must say that the ships in which tourists arrive to the island have increasingly damaged the seas, where the water was pure and crystalline before. Now the water there is polluted by the rise of all kinds. Another problem we have is that many of the tourists destroy the environment and many objects that belong to the inhabitants of the island, which affect them a lot since most of the inhabitants of the island belong to the lower class and this damage affect them a lot in their economy. In addition, there is always a lot of noise thanks to the many tourists that is always on the island and the boats that arrive there every day. I don't want tourism to end in the island since it is one of the activities that provide food to many families, but I do want people to generate awareness. Thanks.
The solution to the negative social impact is the government will give behavioral recommendations to travelers before traveling, in addition to put certain laws on noise levels and the hours in which it can be done, and it could put on the island in specific areas where travelers can make noise, and that should as far from families, hospitals, and schools. The solution for the negative impact is promoting ecotourism. This is focused on caring environmental in tourism and how to make it sustainable for the communities. In addition, promoting the program is not your city, but you take care of it as if were. This program will create an awareness in the tourists to take care of the environment they travels, so the landscape can stay in that way.
Thank you for your attention.
We hope you enjoyed this program.